So, besides this YouTube channel that I'm creating, I want to start selling stuff on Amazon, meaning have an actual business, selling a product. I started off on eBay, selling what I have, toys that are not being used anymore. And I'm trying to figure out how this shipping works. So I'm at this phase of, it's my first sale. I sold a pretty large item, but it's not that large, I don't know. The shipping label says it's $9 for $70 for 70 pounds max, 130 inches in width and girth. I think I'm okay with that $9. It doesn't eat into my profits. I just don't know. And that's the kind of person I am. I need to go through it to learn. And that's the problem. I realized the reason why I am reactive instead of proactive. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, and gals, being reactive will destroy your life. If I was proactive on this sale, I would have priced it better. I would have ensure that the shipping and how to do the shipping right. The problem is I'm also worried about analysis paralysis, right? I think that's the term. So I'm reactive. I say, you know what, let's just get it done. Let me go through the steps. Now I'm worried that this is gonna cost me X amount of dollars, eat all my profits, and I'm done. And that's just a little mistake, right? Maybe it's not a mistake. Maybe I get through with it and I find, and did I learn anything? Well, I don't think so. I just did the same thing I always do, just got away with it. I truly have been trying to become more proactive, and in some parts of my life, I am. However, I need it like 100%. I need to prepare for the future, but at the same time, enjoy today. And my issues are that I enjoy today too much. So my point being here, guys and gals, is you cannot be reactive your entire life, majority of your life. You cannot. I mean, you could be reactive, I would say 10% of your life. I don't know, I just pulled that out right now. But my meaning is that you should be preparing for every single step of your life. Throughout your life, throughout all phases of your life, even if you're a younger person. You have goals, you have plans, you have desires. The only way to do that is to put them into action. But if you're going to put them into action without doing your research, without really investigating and preparing, you're going to most likely fail. And failure, there's good and bad from that, right? You could learn from it. You cannot. But typically it comes at a cost. Emotionally, financially, time. That's what happens. And it's a lot like sales. That's why I tell people, at least once in your life, pick up a sales job. So you can understand the preparation, so you can understand the failure, so you can understand the lack of failure. Every single salesman that I've ever encountered, that I know, that I've read about, that I've seen, they're highly prepared. They are prepared. They come back with answers. They know how to respond. They know the product that they have. They know the pitfalls. And those are the top earners of our country. The ones that don't prepare continue to fail, but not realizing that they're failing. They continue to go through motions, and they get successes more times than not for a while, but then eventually something major occurs, and it makes you realize, I should have prepared. We could talk about sales all day. We could talk about first one to talk, first one to lose. We could talk about eye contact. We could talk about many myriads of sales. I've been a salesman my entire life. I've sold various things, and now I have my own company. And I want to start a new company. But you can't succeed without preparing, period. You cannot.